Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the LFC transfer room for another live watch along. This time it's Liverpool versus West Ham at Anfield. Kickoff in about 20 minutes' time. Team news is out, of course. Tsimikas back in place of Robertson, who drops to the bench. Oxlade-Chamberlain is alive and well and also makes the bench for today. Fabinho is on the bench as well. Milner, Elliott, Jones, Phillips and Clark completing it. But starting today, Trent back at right back. Gomez partners Van Dijk in the middle. Tsimikas is on the left. Henderson, Thiago, Carvalho, Salah, Nunez and Firmino complete the starting 11. So it's a massive period of time, a massive couple of months for the likes of Darwin Nunez and Fabio Carvalho, with those injuries to Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota having to accelerate slightly, accelerate their introduction to the team. Can they take advantage? Can they take their chance and show that they should indeed be starting? But today's opponents, West Ham, a team who have seen better. We've seen better, a struggling start to the season. And they'll be looking to bring Liverpool straight back down to earth by finding and conjuring up a result here at Anfield. I'll just wait for a few more people to get in. Please do let me know where you're watching from, what your score predictions are, etc. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to it. Big game for Joe Gomez as well, of course. His only Premier League defeat at Anfield in 48 games was a 3-0 defeat against West Ham in August 2015. I do not remember that. Wait, did I read that right? Was he even playing for us in 2015? That's crazy. Jen, hope you're doing well. Isakar, hope you're doing well as well. Rodrigo, Lipok, good to see you all. Please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Jen's gone for a 9-0 win. Always confident in the boys. Hyla, hope you're doing well. Yep, thank you for that. The starting 11 is there in the comments. If you need some confirmation of that. Salah and Nunez hat-trick, says Lipok. Yeah, come on. I didn't even know there were Premier League games yesterday. Crystal Palace beat Wolves 2-1 and Brighton and Nottingham Forest drew 0-0. Did my eyes deceive me in Chamberlain? No, Oxlade-Chamberlain does indeed find himself on the bench. The full bench itself: Kelleher, Phillips, Robertson, Fabinho, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jones, Elliott and Bobby Clark. Potentially a big day for him. Maybe he'll get a few minutes if the game's going in our favour. If we win, we go 5th as well, don't we? I can't believe Leicester are still bottom of the table on 5 points. 1 win. Bloody Fulham are barely in the bottom half. Incredible scenes. What's the betting if Ox come on and gets injured again? I wouldn't bet against it. I'll tell you that much. Wonder whose turn it is to get injured. And that's just the point that we're at now, isn't it? Predicting who's going to be injured next. I like this one. Man City's domestic results since February 26th. Win, 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 draw, win, win. Drew with Liverpool, lost to Liverpool. Win, 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 draw, win. Lost to Liverpool. Win, win, draw, win, win, draw, win, win, win. Lost to Liverpool. Kickoff is at 7:30, so only 15 minutes away. And Anfield just filling up nicely. Jurgen Klopp in his pre-match said, I'm not sure we can give the West Ham game even more importance than we already put in, because 100% there is a natural barrier. But yes, it's very important, absolutely, and we respect them a lot. I mean, that's the interesting thing about today's game, isn't it? Is how far can these boys push themselves again after pushing themselves so much in the game against Man City, and considering the calibre of opposition, their relative league position, the occasion, the day, the time of this match. I'll put it this way: this isn't the best game to build upon from a Man City win. This is a very tricky game potentially. West Ham team who are just slightly starting to come into their own. They've got some good form in the Europa Conference League, Scamacca's starting to look a bit more alive. And they'll be looking to take a big scalp to kind of reignite their entire season. So we don't want to be those people. We do not want to be that team. We still need to light up our own season with a good run. Not just a good result, but a good run. Alan, hope you're doing well. Rodrigo as well. Team lineup: Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Salah, Henderson, Thiago, Carvalho, Firmino and Nunez. On the bench: Kelleher, Phillips, Robertson, Fabinho, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jones, Elliott and Clark. Who thinks that Pep should have been charged by the FA as well? I understand Jurgen getting a red, but however, how does Pep get away with it? Yeah, I think that's a fair. I've seen that a lot today. I think that's a very fair point. He was also pretty animated. Quite a bold and daring setup from Klopp. West Ham is not a team to take lightly, despite their starts of the season. Exactly. Not the team to be mucking about with. We need to just get over the line. This is the game where you take a scrappy 1-0 or a scrappy 2-1. You just need to get that next win to build upon Man City. I don't know what point that was, but that was at some point that was West Ham's worst start to this joint worst start to the season. Our win versus City on Sunday finally helped me understand why Real Madrid won the Champions League last season. 4-3-3 from West Ham, says Hyla. And Jen says we cannot take any team lightly, but we are at home and we are Liverpool. West Ham have Fabianski in goal, Johnson, Zuma, Kerr and Cresswell at the back, Rice and Souček in the middle with Downs, Bowen, Fornals and Scamacca up top as well. So plenty of attacking threat. We like the look of Bowen. Got a few representatives of the Bowen fan club in the LFC transfer room. Scamacca as well. He's starting to come into his own for the Hammers, especially in European competition so far this season. Zuma back fit as well. The game will show more than the City game that we've actually turned a corner. Exactly. Very, very important game. More important than the performance, though, is the result, ultimately. I know that's a cliche, but it really is just a case of getting over the line, no matter how. To be honest with you, I know what you mean. I don't mind us having a crap performance. To be honest with you, I think it is just a case of getting over the line. On the bench for West Ham as well, Areola, Emerson, Soufal, Coventry, Lanzini, Antonio, Ogbonna, Benrahma and Randolph. If we play with a defensive mindset first with the quality we have in attack, I'm sure we'll be in a very different side to play against, especially in the continent. Some interesting duels today on the pitch. Bowen against Simicast will be the one I'll be focused on. I can see it being a scrappy win and put so much effort into the City game. Exactly. That's what I'm a bit... That's just the only thing I'm cautious about. Is to play on a Sunday in such a massive game and put in the performance they did. And then to get yourselves G'd up for it again for a Wednesday night Premier League game. 8 o'clock kickoff. Against West Ham. It's not the most glamour time. And it's not a dead easy team either. So... this will be a real judge of our character and what we've learned. Game against City was more of a defensive controlling one to focus on the weakness that Man City had. This is a totally different game. In this game, it's expected that Liverpool will control. And Jen says we just have to get on with it tonight and put in the performance. Well, kickoff. It's only a few more minutes away, actually. We're nearly there. Just can't believe it's like a month and a half until the World Cup gets underway. And we have to put all of this to a grinding halt. And it's basically like a off-season again. So a lot of games coming thick and fast over the next few weeks. We've got Forest on Saturday. And then I believe we've got Ajax on Wednesday. Liverpool had 36% ball possession in the Man City game, and in this it's expected that Liverpool will have the ball 60% of the time. The team who scores first will decide how our night is going to be. Hopefully old habits don't resurface. I wouldn't even call them old habits. I mean, it's happened against Rangers most recently. Just felt so good to keep a clean sheet, as well as obviously getting the win. Not conceding against a team like Man City was pretty incredible. World Cup total waste of space and time. Cannot wait for it to be over. We can get to Jan window as fast as possible. Wonder if I mean, I just haven't really got much thought on the January transfer window. I'm sure a lot of people have. I'm sure you're not the only one. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if Salah had missed that one as well? Because he'd already screwed up a one-on-one, hadn't he? I don't think he'd ever be forgiven. He'd have been ostracised like Naby Keita if he'd have missed another open 1v1. It's in these types of games that Liverpool conceded early and got behind earlier in the season. Let's see if Klopp has a new tactic today. I'll be amazed if we don't get somebody in Jan. It'll be a bit against... I mean, I know we got Diaz last January. It'll be a little bit against our normal way of operating, but maybe you're right. Milner getting the best lactic test score will be like a new signing. FSG out, says Lipok. Any players bought in January will cost blood. This is going to be the most expensive January window ever, I'm sure of it. Straight after the World Cup will inflate prices. So, I mean, they've already got their excuse lined up, haven't they? You've just given them their excuse. You've just told them what they can tell the fans. Hello, Gary. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Players getting ready to come out. It's an exciting game. Exciting looking game. And here we go. That was embarrassing. The commentator just said Anfield is in full voice again. And just as he said that, like a lull silence fell on the stadium. That's gonna, if some football Twitter account has seen that, they're going to clip that up. And that's going to be all over Twitter. It's very windy today, says Hyla. Doesn't look it. Trent's hair ain't moving much. I just want Darwin and Fabio to do well today. That's what I want. If them two can just hit it off. So, for the final time before we get underway, Alisson starts in goal with Costa, Tsimikas, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez and Trent Alexander-Arnold ahead of him. In midfield, we have Jordan Henderson, the captain, and Thiago. And then in front, Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino, Fabio Carvalho and Darwin Nunez with Kelleher, Phillips, Robertson, Fabinho, Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott and Bobby Clark on the bench. This is a massive evening for Henderson. He needs to show far more energy and awareness off the ball and more guile on it. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's not an aware guy. But all he needs to do is just cover Trent. He just needs to give more protection to Trent like he used to. He hasn't done it for ages. We need to give Trent as much protection as we gave Milner against Man City. And we'll see the best of Trent again. Lucas Fabianski in goal for West Ham with Ben Johnson, Thilo Kehrer, Kurt Zouma and Aaron Cresswell in the back four. Midfield three of Declan Rice, Flynn Downs and Thomas Souček with Jared Bowen, Scamacca and Pablo Fornals up top with Alphonse Areola, Randolph, Soufal, Ogbonna, Emerson, Coventry, Lanzini, Benrahma and Antonio on the bench. So let's get some score predictions before we get underway. What do y'all think this was going to be? Right. Referee's come on a bit late. What's he bloody waiting for? And we're underway. Off we go. West Ham kick us off. Launch it forward. Joe Gomez with the clearance. Firmino touches it down, gets it back off Nunez, and then Henderson spreads it wide to Carvalho. And Thiago completes the switch out to Tsimikas, who has a bit more space. He checks back inside and finds the Spanish centre mid. Good start, I'd say. Referee Stuart Atwell. Evening, everyone, I think. 3-1 to the Reds. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, RJ Glennon. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. It's another big game for Tsimikas as well. Put back in the side, I imagine, just because Robertson's maybe not fit enough to play consecutive games so quickly. And this is, you rotate because that's what a squad's for. But it didn't surprise me at all that he was dropped as soon as Robertson was fit again. He just really hasn't taken advantage of this layoff for the Scotsman. Alisson's just given the ball away of a crap goal kick. But we managed to get it clear. Firmino trying to find Nunez, but the ball was short. Can you show us the screen so I can watch the game, please? Harry, I don't know how long you've been out of nappies or if you're still on breast milk, but you must know by now that you cannot show games live on YouTube. Moderators, please get in there. Nunez has been sent into the West Ham box. He does get to it. And he earns a corner from it, I think. What? What? Oh, yeah. Nunez. He kicked it out. Here's Henderson, keeps it in play. He's still got it, then lays off Thiago. I'm confident as long as the ref is on the level. Well, I wouldn't be. This is English refereeing we're talking about, so I wouldn't be too hopeful. Oof. Henderson, poor pass to Trent, gives it away, but then wins it back, actually, to be fair to him. Firmino takes a shot wide. Salah trying to find Nunez, appeals for a handball. Don't think that's going to be given. Carvalho picks it up though. Not expecting after the City game at the weekend, says RJ. Gomez starting us off from the back again. Is Trent. Goes for a clever pass to Nunez, but intercepted well. Yeah, Liverpool in control at the moment, and we look quite good, actually. Alisson again. He just goes through funny spells where he just can't seem to kick it. Luckily, it's a bloody poor ball from West Ham. Luckily, thus far, it hasn't caused us any significant problems. We need to sort ourselves out when it comes to control and possession. Well, I think we've looked all right in the opening few minutes now. It's a quiet start. The crowd are doing a decent job though, although I imagine a lot of that noise is actually the West Ham fans. Oh, Trent. Oh, flashes it across goal. And Fabianski, it was straight at Fabianski, but the intent is there. Southampton take the lead at Bournemouth. Che Adams with the goal. Could you please run through the teams? I don't know who we have on the pitch. So it's Alisson in goal, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Henderson, Thiago, Nunez, Salah, Firmino, and Carvalho. There you go. Testing my knowledge. So there's a corner for West Ham. Oh, it's a free kick, sorry. It must be windy. Ooh! Straight on top of the keeper. There was a runner there as well. Thought he might have been in. Here's Firmino, and he's played in Diaz beautifully, although West Ham do have a couple of players back. He tries to find Salah. There wasn't really any options for him. Good foot by Firmino, though. Managed to beat... I don't know who that was that he managed to get beyond. But nice bit of skill. He just looks a lot more comfortable on the ball than he did for most of the last season. Whoa! Yeah, the wind is playing a factor. Not a great game so far. The opening 5 minutes looked good for us. Just settled down a little bit. And yeah, wind is certainly having some effects. Trent with the block. 68% possession so far. 13 minutes gone. I think Bobby will do this better this season compared to... Well, he already has, hasn't he? I think he's already passed his numbers. It's Carvalho trying to break forward. It's unlucky not to get away there. Challenged. But it's a throw-in for the Reds. Oh, brilliant ball by Thiago over the top. And Nunez! Woo! Woo! He hit it. He sure did hit it. What a ball by Thiago. Mate, he is a footballer. I'm telling you now, he's a footballer. Mods, get in there, please. Tsimikas now with the corner. The team sheet has been put in the chat several times. Just scroll back up. Ooh, Gomez with an important clearance. That was falling through to Souček. I think he's got forward. This game has a really weird feeling about it, doesn't it? A Wednesday night. Dunno. Feels like a... Doesn't feel like a Premier League game. Come on, West Ham, says West Ham transfer him. You alright, Tay? Thiago to Henderson. Into Salah. Back to Hendo, who gets his head up before deciding to just play to Trent. Thiago is our best forward passer of the ball. 100,000,000%. Every time he gets his head up, it's a forward pass. Ooh. Went for a shot there as well, but blocked. Don't think that would have troubled Fabianski too much. Free kick for West Ham in their own half. But no real chances. No real chances for either team, apart from a half chance, which Nunez did very well to make something of. I think Liverpool's build-up is too slow to cause real problems for West Ham at the moment. Maybe, but I think with one possession, we've looked to get it forward quite quick. I don't know. Maybe just taking a bit of more patient approach. Corner into the back post. Thiago got the last touch on that, so it's out for a throw. West Ham soaking up what pressure that comes and trying to hit us on the break as soon as they can. They haven't really had a successful attack yet, though. So I'm really not too worried just yet. Late challenge by Thiago. Come on, boys, says Jen. Comes out to the right. Tsimikas gets to it first, but Johnson wins it back. He's facing away from goal and can only put it out for a goal kick. Well done, Simi. Tsimikas into... Oh! Darwin Nunez. What a header. It's an assist for Tsimikas and it's a goal for Darwin. And that wakes us everybody up a little bit, including myself, I think. It's a brilliantly directed header. Oh, for God's sake. Thiago to Tsimikas and then just out swinger, and he does brilliantly to get there first and then to direct it to the far corner out of Fabianski's reach. Gorgeous. Heads it into the ground. Bounce just makes it impossible to track. Oh, I'm telling you, it's only a header. I say only because people will be like, oh yeah, but that doesn't show much skill or anything. I'm telling you, he's gonna be golden for us. 2 shots on goal, 1 on target, 1 goal. And West Ham are going to have to quickly think of something new here because their plan for the first 20 minutes just hasn't worked, hasn't conjured up anything of interest. Oh, Carvalho manages to turn the West Ham defender into trouble. Here's Nunez. Oh, he can only shoot at the keeper. He'll get another chance to lay off a teammate. Plays it simple to Simi. Here's Carvalho, Thiago, and Liverpool just content to go backwards. Salah with a late challenge. Bloody brilliant pressing from Carvalho. Oh, loose pass by Hendo. Doesn't come to anything. Should have been in again, says Jen. Yeah, but it was a big chance. No attempts for West Ham. They've got to change something up quickly, otherwise they are going to be quite quickly out of this game. Oh, here's Salah. Oh, his touch just goes too far. A lovely tweet, 20 minutes. Shit Andy Candle, you're just a shit Andy Carroll. Oh, I don't hate Andy Carroll. Here's Henderson. Yeah, title race is back on. Simicast with the free kick. And he comes out as far as Henderson. And he goes back to Gomez. Thiago covers off well. Reads the through ball. Oh, God. Oh, Nunez. Brilliant bit of defending. Newcastle beating Everton by a goal to nil. Almiron with the goal. Carvalho 1-2 with Firmino. Now into Salah, gets a shot away. Nunez, you imagine, will be offside, and he is. Still no shots for West Ham. I don't know what they're waiting for to, try and change something up. I mean, they're better than this. I don't get... They seem like they're just sort of waltzing through this game. I mean, we're not that good. We're not that good yet. Yeah, I'm not too worried about Carvalho. It's just about using your strengths. You don't have to engage in physical battles. Thank you, Arsenal for life. Here is Carvalho. Does well. Plays it to Hendo. Henderson out wide to Trent. His cross is good. Oh, Ben Johnson heads away. Oh, what a ball from Thiago. Nobody at the back post. Oh, what a ball by Trent. Salah! Oh! Cracking bit of football. It's in this stat. Blackburn currently top of the Championship with 7 defeats. Coventry bottom of the league with 5 defeats. The beautiful game, eh? Make it make sense. I mean, obviously Coventry have just drawn a lot of their games, whereas Blackburn have more or less won or lost theirs. And you get more points for winning. Yeah, I guess that's Amazon Prime because it's streamed anyway. Because when I'm trying to watch a game on Virgin or Sky, it's via their apps, which when you have it on next to the telly is always a few seconds behind. Whereas Amazon is a streaming service anyway, so it won't change between me and you. So that's good. It's an interesting stat by Hyla there in the comments. Thank you as always, our relative stat man. Salah with a shot straight at the keeper. Well, we're nearly at half time. It's gone by so quickly, and there's just been like it's quite a disappointing game because West Ham have just offered nothing. Absolutely nothing going forward. So even though the score is only 1-0, it's not been much of a competition thus far. Is Nunez? Oh, off the bar! Off the post! Oh, and on the rebound it goes wide. Wow. He could have had 4 goals. 4 goals today. Oh, that would have been a beauty. I'm kind of late joining in. If you talked about Nunez, yeah, he's got a ton of hate last match opinion. Well, it's just about vibes. Like that's the reason that opposition fans don't rate Salah, because he just doesn't always meet up to expectations of what a good footballer should look like, and that goes for physical as well as physical looks as well as physical attributes. But the cold hard facts are that Nunez is an output machine, and at some point or another his goal tally is going to catch up to his XG and the amount of shots that he's having. Now every game he's looking better and better. So I'm really not fussed about what other people have got to say. Bowen's gone down in the box. That's going to be looked at. Who did that? Joe Gomez. Oh, that's going to be fucking annoying if that's given. That could easily be given. Oh, this is definitely going to be given. It should be a penalty, to be fair. It's silly. It is silly from Gomez. I don't know why he's gone in for it. Yep. He's going to check the monitor, so that means it's going to be given. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. We can't have any complaints, and it's very silly. Yep, disappointment for Gomez, and a lot of people will be quick to get on his back. Now we know Alisson's not incredible. He's not incredible from the penalty spot. So it could be a very undeserved equaliser, but it's all from our own stupidity. And it's Jarrod Bowen to level up this game. They've not had a shot on goal up until this point. And now Bowen. Oh, it's saved! Oh, 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 that's... Love that. We love that. Thank you, Addison. Player of the season so far already. Oh, he didn't step off his line. No. Whew. Carvalho gets it clear, but West Ham retain possession. I mean, that might just lift them slightly. Might be a slightly more evenly matched second half. Hopefully a bit more interesting than the first one. But big let-off. Big let-off, but with the run of the game, you know, West Ham don't deserve to be back in this. 2 minutes of added time. We've only got about 30 seconds left, so flown by this first half, which is surprising because it's not been the best. It's going to be a corner to finish out this first half. Corner for West Ham. Oh! God. That's it. Half time. So, we go into the break with a 1-0 lead thanks to a goal from Darwin Nunez heading down to the ground and over the goalkeeper from Kostas Tsimikas' shot. West Ham have offered very, very little today. One of the most disappointing away performances apart from Bournemouth at Anfield so far this season, I think. But they almost had a chance to equalise it and knock out all of our hard work. Gomez giving away a clumsy penalty. And Allison came to the rescue and saved, diving quickly down to his right to deny Jared Bowen an equaliser. And that was West Ham's first shot on goal and only shot on goal this half. So we'll have a break and we'll come back for the second half. Speak to you in a bit.